Looking good. You remember me?
I do. How you doing?
Good.
How do you say your name? It's Yule, right?
You are.
Yule. Okay. Right.
You all good?
All good. All
Okay.
set. All live.
I give you my business cards. Can you send me the Spokane County pictures
Um,
directly?
Yeah, I believe so. I should be able to. I don't see why not. Yeah.
I'll give you still give you cards.
All right.
So I usually get one or two, but
Yeah.
it would be nice to have all the
Yeah, of course.
professional everything.
Yeah, of course.
It has my email on there. It says Spokane County, so you'll know it's us.
Perfect.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can give you a 2-minute warning, we're going to begin in about 2 minutes. If you would, please find your seats and we will prepare for our graduation ceremony. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you would, go ahead and please be seated. We'd like to begin. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the graduation of Corrections Officer Academy, Class 494. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. We'd first like to start by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the unceded ancestral land of the Spokane people. This building and facilities stand on the traditional land of the native peoples who have resided here since time immemorial. We honor with gratitude the land itself and the many tribal peoples, both past and present. Today there will be representatives from across our state, and we encourage you to build reciprocal and respectful relationships with the land, water, and its peoples wherever you may be from. Land acknowledgement is a traditional custom dating back centuries from many native communities and nations. For non-Indigenous communities, land acknowledgement is a way of showing respect and honoring the Indigenous people of the land in which we work and live. We resist the erasure of Indigenous histories and work toward honoring and inviting truth. I'd now like to introduce Washington State Criminal Justice Training Commission Deputy Director, Jarrell Wills.
Good morning, everyone. As TAC Officer Gonzalez mentioned, my name is Jarrell Wills. I'm the Deputy Director for the Criminal Justice Training Commission. I'm here on behalf of Executive Director Monica Alexander, as well as our 21 commissioners. And I'd like to welcome you. Thank you for making your way here. This is a celebration of accomplishment of your family member or friend on stage here, but this is also celebrating you for your sacrifice, for your commitment, and the support that you've provided to each and every one of them. As a father of six children, a blended family, not all from one family, but 6 children, please understand that children don't understand that this is supposed to be some sort of ceremony where they need to be quiet. So please don't feel compelled to usher your children out. I know that I heard baby next to me and it rang my heart because I just love kids. So if you can tolerate it, we can tolerate it. It's just, this is a family event. We don't want you to miss any of it. I'd like to also welcome our chiefs and sheriffs and directors from all over the state, and thank you for your partnership and your support, not only here, but throughout the state at all of our regional and headquarters campus. So thank you for your attendance as well. I especially want to thank Chief Hooper from Spokane Detention, as well as Sheriff Felici from Island County for allowing us to share your personal staff, TAC Clark and also TAC Gonzalez. And finally, I'd like to congratulate the class 494 for a tremendous job. There were a lot of challenges during your 10 weeks with us, but you all showed a great deal of resolve and maturity. And I just want to thank you and congratulate you on the job well done. And I wish you all the best with your agencies, because I know many of you will be starting work, if not today, tomorrow for sure. So be safe and have a wonderful career. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Wills. First and foremost, I too would like to thank all the elected officials, the sheriffs, chiefs, directors, agency representatives, and training commission personnel for being here today. Without all of you, this would not be possible. Thank you. I'd also like to thank the Spokane County Sheriff's Office's Regional Training Center for all of their support. And finally, I'd like to thank the TAC officers of this class. The role of the TAC officer is both vital and unique. TAC officer is an acronym which stands for teacher, administrator, and counselor. Yet TAC officers also serve as a supervisor and an advisor, and perhaps most importantly, as a mentor. My name is Assistant Commander Adam Gonzalez, and I'm with the Island County Sheriff's Office, and I'm a 25-year veteran of public safety. It is my pleasure to introduce Lead TAC Officer Augustus Clark, who is an officer with the Spokane County Detention Services and comes with 12 years of experience. I'd also like to introduce retired Officer Ted Tosrud. Officer Tosrud, who retired with 24 years of experience, was an invaluable help and resource for Class 494, and we are very grateful for all of his efforts and shared wisdom in service to Class 494. Thank you. Without Lead TAC Officer Clark and the help of Instructor Tosrud, none of this would also be possible. We also know that they could not have done this without all of you. So on behalf of our Academy team and your recruits, we want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our families and loved ones for your unwavering support. Class 494, please give your guests a round of applause. I think they will. Thank you. And now, Class 494, it is my honor to congratulate you on a job well done. I will now pass the podium to TAC Officer Gus Clark, who will go over some accomplishments from Class 494.
Thank you, TAC Officer Gonzalez. Welcome, everybody. It's a great day to be celebrated, as the Deputy Director had said. So please feel free to take pictures or anything. If you see one of your recruits happens to be standing up, please take pictures. We are now ready to acknowledge and honor the accomplishments of Class 494. I want to recognize some of the members of the class who took on additional roles and responsibility to help lead their fellow classmates. Graduates, please stand and remain standing when I call your name. And the audience, if you could please hold your applause until both these graduates are standing. Officer Colton Bond from the Spokane County Detention Services. Officer Bond was elected the class president and displayed outstanding leadership, maturity, humility during the academy. These are qualities that were recognized and appreciated by his fellow classmates as well as the academy staff. Deputy Rosa Ojeda Lopez from the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Ojeda Lopez was elected the class vice president and assisted Officer Bond in leading the way. Vice President Lopez also displayed outstanding leadership, humility, and maturity during the academy. These qualities were recognized and appreciated by our fellow classmates as well as the academy staff. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. I would now like to recognize the squad leaders of Class 494. These squad leaders assisted the class president and the vice president with ensuring that the class ran smoothly and helped keep the class on track and together and on task. As I call your name, please stand and please hold your applause until all five are standing. Officer Henry Dungu from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention. Officer Ethan Leal from the Ponderay County Sheriff's Office. Officer Brandon Huntley from King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention. Officer Maximilian Warnicke from the Yakima City Jail. And Officer Brian Meyer from the Benton County Corrections Department. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. You may be seated. At this time, I'd also like to recognize some of the graduates who took on additional roles to assist the TAC cadre to ensure that Class 494 ran smoothly. We had our class project coordinator who led the class in raising $567 for the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. That officer is Officer Maurice Henry from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention. Let's give him a round of applause. You may be seated. Next, we had our class treasurer who collected the currency for every project our class participated in during the academy. This officer was Officer Sean McCoy from the Spokane County Detention Services. Please give him a round of applause. Next, we had our class videographers. We actually used two of these. These recruits generated the class video, which momentarily you have the opportunity to view. We had Officer Ali Valadares from Benton County Corrections Department, and Officer Keith Maloney from King County Adult and Juvenile Detention. Please let's give them a round of applause. We had our information technology support, which I use a lot, and I know that Tech Officer Gonzalez does as well. So the IT department had to run strong during this academy and did not disappoint whatsoever. Please, Officer Alicia Arceo from the Yakima County Department of Corrections, please stand. Give her a round of applause. You may be seated. This graduate assisted with sending group emails, writing information on the class whiteboard, and gathering information for the class. This was Officer Cameron Hutchison from the Spokane County Detention Services. Give him a round. Last but not least, we had our guide-on bearer. This graduate held the guide-on, which you see over there, during class formation, and provided as an example of excellence throughout the class. That officer was Officer Casey Horton from Spokane County Detention Services. Please stand and round of applause. Throughout the course of the training, this class took many written and practical exams. This is a combination of every graded activity throughout the entire academy. The scores were tallied, and we would like to recognize our top 3 performers. In third place, we have Deputy Matthew Suka from the Grant County Sheriff's Office. In second place, we have Officer Colton Bond from Spokane County Detention Services. And in first place, we have Deputy Rosia Ojeda Lopez from the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. Let's give him a round of applause. You may be seated. And now, last but not least, this last award is a special one. This is our Class Guardian Award. We asked the class to imagine every type of call, any kind of corrections call they may have to respond to. They all got to choose one member of their class that they would want as backup on that call. We had the class vote, and this class voted Corrections Guardian Award goes to Deputy Justin Dillinger from the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Please stand. Let's give him a round of applause. Good to see you, sir. I'll now hand the podium over to Class President, Officer Colton Bond.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Colton Bond. I love being class president, class 494. Thank you all so much for being here today to celebrate a culmination of our efforts over the last 10 weeks and to welcome us in the rest of our careers. First of all, I'd like to thank our TAC officers for the lessons and skills they have taught us. You have made the future of corrections brighter, and the importance of that cannot be overstated. The example you gentlemen have demonstrated not only through PowerPoints and lessons, but also through your behavior each and every day in class will serve as a great example for the rest of our careers and for the rest of our lives. I'd also like to recognize the various department heads and their representatives for attending today. Your continued support of the training of your employees to better the future of corrections and is immensely important for the safety of our communities. Next, I would like to talk about arguably the most important people in attendance, the families of those behind you. The stress that comes with loving someone in the public safety field is immense. Thank you for your unwavering support for those in service and for being the backbone that allows us to endure through the troubles and tribulations that come with a career in public safety. And finally, to my fellow graduates, as you go into your careers, always remember what this job and the community you serve demands of you. You have given up the right to be unfit in body or mind. There is no doubt that the weight of the badge that you wear is heavy, but you do not have to wear it alone. As you go forward, please lean on your support systems in your personal and professional lives. The community counts on you as a warrior for law and order and guardian of our communities. And as long as we always combat complacency in ourselves, we have the power to make our communities a place that we can be proud to call our own. Thanks so much.
Thank you, President Vaughn. We'll now watch a video that captures a snapshot of Class 494's training here at our academy. It was created again by Officer Valladares from the Benton County Corrections Department, as well as Officer Keith Malone from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention.
What core value defines you as a corrections officer?
I would say listening, integrity.
Communication, professionalism, and integrity.
Command presence.
Being fair and consistent.
Professionalism.
Responsibility. Asset. Loyal.
Teamwork.
Honesty.
What did you enjoy most at the CJTC Academy?
What I enjoyed most was the friendships that I made here. I've had a good group of officers and fellow deputies that can just make friendships that last a long time.
That's right. That's right. Look.
Thank you, Class 494. We now like to begin the awarding of the diplomas by each agency representative, immediately followed by the badge pinning by those selected by each recruit. Agency reps, when you see a recruit coming up in line, please stage on the right side of the auditorium, ready to present. And family and loved ones, when you see a recruit getting ready to receive their diplomas, please stage on the left side of the auditorium, ready to pin on the badge. Adams County, I believe we're beginning with you. From the Adams County Sheriff's Office, Commander Watkins will be presenting to Corrections Deputy Landon Ekret. And pinning his badge this morning will be his father, David Cordes. From the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, Captain Bullhorn will be presenting to Corrections Deputy Rosa Ojeda Lopez. And pinning her badge this morning will be her mother, Teresa Lopez. From the Benton County Corrections Department, Chief Guerrero will be presenting to Corrections Officer Hugo Guzman Camacho. And pinning his badge this morning will be his fiancée, Cassandra Flores. Also from the Benton County Corrections Department, Chief Cadero will be presenting to Corrections Officer Brian Meyer. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife, Andy. And lastly, from the Benton County Corrections Department, Chief Cadero will be presenting to Corrections Officer Aliyah Valladares. And pinning her badge this morning will be her parents, Jaime and Nadia. From the Chelan County Regional Justice Center, Director Sharp will be presenting to Corrections Deputy Tyler Wells. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife, Carla Bastida. From the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, Under Sheriff Hubert will be presenting to Corrections Deputy Jesus Garcia. And pinning his badge this morning will be his girlfriend, Manuela. From the Grant County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Creed will be presenting to Corrections Deputy Justin Dellinger. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife Jasmine and son Ryan. Also from the Grant County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Creed will be presenting to Corrections Officer Joseph Miranda. And pinning his badge this morning will be his girlfriend Jordan Banks and son Ezra. And lastly, from the Grant County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Pretty will be presenting to Corrections Deputy Matthew Suka. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife, Annette. From the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Director Nance will be presenting to Corrections Officer Tony Bengel. And pinning his badge this morning will be his brother, Danny. Former student. Also from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Director Nance will be presenting to Corrections Officer Nicholas Folk. And pinning his badge this morning will be his father, Officer Dennis Folk. Also from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Director Nance will be presenting to Corrections Officer Maurice Henry. And pinning his badge this morning will be Officer Tosser. Also from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commander Altayeb will be presenting to Corrections Officer Brandon Huntley. And pinning his badge this morning will be TAC Officer Clark. Continuing with the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commanding Altayeb will be presenting the Corrections Officer, Naval Julius. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife, Jasmine, and son, Aiden. From the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commander Altayeb will be presenting the Corrections Officer, Caleb Kambuthi. And pinning his badge this morning will be Major Taylor. From the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commander Altayeb will be presenting the Corrections Officer, Hagai Kalanga. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife, Amina. From the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commander Altayeb will be presenting to Corrections Officer Samuel Correa. Pinning his badge this morning will be his brother Daniel and friend Anderson. Also from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commander Altayeb will be presenting to Corrections Officer Keith Malone. And pinning his badge this morning will be TAC Officer Gus Clark. From the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commander Altayeb will be presenting to Corrections Officer Henry Dungu. And pinning his badge this morning will be Officer Toffru. Also from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commander Altayeb will be presenting to Corrections Officer Brian Moyer. And pinning his badge this morning will also be Officer Toffru. And lastly, from the King County Department of Adult and Juvenile Detention, Commander Altayeb will be presenting to Corrections Officer Maurice Chimanga. And pinning his badge will also be Commander Altayeb. For the Ponderay County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Blakesley will be presenting to Corrections Deputy Ethan Leal. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife, Grace Leal, and daughters, Eliana, Evelyn, and Anaya. From the Spokane County Detention Services, Spokane County Detention Services, Chief Hooper will be presenting to Corrections Officer Casey Horton. And pinning his badge this morning will be his mother, Carlene Jeffrey. Also from the Spokane County Detention Services, Chief Hooper will be presenting to Corrections Officer Cameron Hutchison. And pinning his badge this morning will be his daughter, Carly. That was beautiful. For the Spokane County Detention Services, Chief Hooper will be presenting to Corrections Officer Melissa Kowaleski. And pinning her badge this morning will be her fiance Nicole Maines and sons Riker and Bodie. Also from the Spokane County Detention Services, Chief Hooper will be presenting to Corrections Officer Colton Kress. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife, Nareda Reyes. From the Spokane County Detention Services, Chief Hooper will be presenting to Corrections Officer Sean McCoy. And pinning his badge this morning will be his wife Jen and son Ryan. And lastly, from the Spokane County Detention Services, Chief Hooper will be presenting to Corrections Officer Colton Vaughn. And pinning his badge this morning will be his father, Lieutenant Kevin Vaughn. Representing the Stevens County Sheriff's Office, TAC Officer Gus Clark will be presenting the Corrections Deputy Brandon Stinson. And pinning Mr. Stinson's badge on this morning will be his grandmother, Kara. From the Wauwalla County Corrections Department, Commander Barker will be presenting the Corrections Officer, Samuel Brown. Pinning his badge this morning will be his fiancée, Carolina. From the Yakima County Department of Corrections, Director Welch will be presenting the Corrections Officer, Alicia Arceo. And pinning her badge on this morning will be her husband and officer, Julian, and daughter, Autumn. And from the Yakima City Jail, Chief Boyle will be presenting the Corrections Officer, Maximilian Warnke. And pinning his badge this morning will be his father, Master Chief Jake Warnke, girlfriend Leah, and brother Gabe. Thank you, everyone. Class 494, if I could have you stand, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be your, perhaps your final opportunity to take photos of Class 494. Just after the badge pin, go ahead and stand up, please. In their final formation. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Director. Please feel free to come on up and get a closer picture if you'd like. After they are sworn in, they will remain in this formation as well. That'll be another opportunity to also take another photo. Okay, we'll do a few more moments. Again, there'll be another opportunity after they are sworn in. Very good. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to introduce Regional Academy's Commander Paul McCullough, who will confer Corrections Officer status on the recruits of Class 494.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will now formally confer Corrections Officer status on the members of COA Class 494. By the authority of the Washington Administrative Code and the Revised Code of Washington, I hereby attest that the officers and deputies of COA Class 494 have met all the requirements as corrections officers for the state of Washington. Please join me in welcoming Washington State's newest correction officers and deputies. President Vaughn, you may now give Class 494 their final order. Thank you, everyone, for your support and your attendance today.